All right, what's going on, guys? We are back with another Dokkan Battle video, and today it looks like they really did it. So Dokkan did officially tweet out the EZA details for the physical God Goku. This was an EZA that we were all kind of just really, I think, hoping for, and it looks like they are going to deliver. Now, unfortunately, Global Dokkan has decided to, I guess, sleep in this morning a little bit more than usual. So the EZA details are only out on the JP side as of me recording this video. I would assume the global ones come out pretty soon, as long as they can kind of get their stuff together, but we'll see. So right now we've got the EZA details here. These are Japanese details, but thankfully we do have some very talented people on Twitter, some very bilingual people on Twitter. Sarale, I am going to absolutely butcher your name. I apologize, but I thank you nonetheless for your work here to do some translating for us for the Super Saiyan God Goku, because this dude is someone that we've all been waiting for. Let's go. Let's jump in and look at his details real quick. We probably move these pretty fast just because of time restraints on my end, but let's try to see what this guy's doing. So leader skill, pure Saiyan, hybrid Saiyan, category key +3, HP attack and defense up by 170. Additional key +1, HP attack and defense up by 30% for characters who belong to Power Wishes or Exploding Rage category. I do have his old details here pulled up on the side just so we can kind of compare and contrast a lot of the stuff that he is doing now with his EZA. So doesn't look like too much has really changed here. So let's see his super attack effect: greatly raise attack and defense and cause immense damage to the enemy. So he is greatly stacking attack and defense, which is really good, because I think before he was just raising attack and defense. He was just stacking attack and defense. Now he's greatly stacking attack and defense. So that right there is gonna be very good. A very powerful kind of stacking character is what we're going to see from this guy once he kind of transforms into his Super Saiyan form. A lot of this stuff is going to play effect here. Let's see his passive skill. Activates the instant animation when there are 6 or more superclass allies on the team upon character's entry. Yeah, I mean, that's really not that hard, right? If you're in Realm of Gods, a lot of these guys are superclass. I mean, even the new Beerus, I think, is super class, right? He's not even like an extreme class character. He's a super class. So all of these guys are super class characters from the new celebration, the EZAs, the new drops. So yeah, filling this out will not be that hard. Randomly change key spheres of a certain type physical excluded to Fizz key spheres, and chance to evade up by 10% for 6 turns. So 6 turn orb changing, 6 turn additional 10% dodge. Damage reduction rate up by 50% for 1 turn. Okay, so in case like you don't dodge that first turn, he has a chance to kind of just survive a little bit there. All right. His base effect, key +2, attack and defense up by 200%. Medium chance to dodge, which is a 30% chance. So if we look at what he was doing before here, he did always have the medium chance here. But he never had an additional 10% chance to dodge from his enters animation or the damage reduction. So that is actually a good addition here. When attacking, additional attack defense up by 100%. When attacking with 12 more key, another 100% attack, which these are very good alongside his like stacking capability, because these are going to hit a lot harder the more and more you're able to stack with him, right? The more supers you can do, the more you can greatly raise that attack and defense, the more these are going to play into effect. With 3 or more key spheres obtained, or 2 or more key spheres obtained as the 3rd attacker in a turn, and another 100% attack and defense, and another 30% chance to dodge. Okay, 3 or more key spheres obtained shouldn't be that difficult, considering he's making his own orbs for at least 6 turns, right? Which is to fuel up his God form before going into his Super Saiyan form, his transformation. So, yeah, that shouldn't be too difficult. And then as a 3rd attacker, only needing 2 would be a lot easier. So unless you just get really unlucky with some of the orb placements, like I do most of the time, this should be pretty simple to get. 6 or more key spheres obtained, a lot harder. Or 4 is the 3rd attacker in a turn. launch additional super attack. So guaranteed additional super. This is where he gets his guard. And then super class allies get ki +1 attack and defense up by 30%. Plus an initial ki +1, 20% attack and defense, and attacks effectiveness all types with another Realm of Gods category ally on the team. Well, that's really not going to be hard. So you're going to be getting a lot of support if you pick up 6 or more key spheres. Yeah, because Realm of Gods, I mean, that's the teams you're going to run him on. Mainly, he's going to be Realm of Gods, or at least have some other sort of Realm of Gods on the team, right? It doesn't have to be in the same rotation. It's just got to be on the team. And that's very, very simple because Realm of Gods right now is very good. After performing 4 super attacks in battle, he gets a permanent attack up by 100% and chance to dodge up by 10%. Okay, so we're looking at what? So 30% here, another 30% here with the key sphere, so it's 60, 70 for 6 turns, 80 for 6 turns, up to 80% chance to dodge for 6 turns is what you can have with this guy. And then after the 6 turns runs out, he'll just still be at 70%. Okay, really not bad. I think he looks pretty good, actually. A lot of these like stat boosts mixed with his stacking capabilities are going to make him look very strong. And then ideally dodging and weaving all over the place. He's got really good support right here. Yeah, dude, I think he looks very good. Let's see his active skill. I mean, this is not going to change, right? So can be activated from the 5th turn, start of battle. The character performs 4 more super attacks. As ultimate damage to the enemy, performs a crit and transforms. Okay, this is where he goes into his Super Saiyan form. So let's see what we got going on here. Massively raise attack and greatly raise defense for 1 turn. Cause immense damage to the enemy with a great chance of stunning the enemy is what his super attack effect is. So again, he's no longer stacking. So you're getting all the stacking ability from his God form and then just carrying that over into his Super Saiyan form. So you want to try to stack as much as you can in that God form before switching over here. He's always been, this transformation has always been like a kind of like end fight thing where you want to kind of use his active towards the end of the fight. Just kind of hit really hard. Then if he survives, you go to this guy and hopefully this guy just kind of finishes him off because you don't want this guy around too long. Otherwise he's going to start to dwindle out, right? So let's see his passive. Ki +2, attack and defense up by 259%. Chance to dodge up by 90% before attacking. Okay, just before attacking. And then for 3 turns in the character's entry turn, performs a crit, 359% attack, 259% defense, launch additional super, and guard. Okay, so I mean, the guard here mixed with all the extra defense you're getting, mixed with all the stacking you were doing with God Goku, should hopefully make him a little bit more defensive. But I don't see any sort of like damage reduction, at least not yet. And the dodge is only before attacking. So really, you put him in slot 1, he dodges everything in slot 0. He attacks, then he's hopefully defensive enough to take the hits after. That's kind of the thought here. Starting from the 4th turn from his entry turn, attacks affect all types. Launches additional attack has a great chance to become a super and great chance to guard. Yeah, so a lot of these like guaranteed buffs that he's getting here for 3 turns dwindle away by turn 4. So again, like you don't want this guy hanging around too long. Like you want to use this guy towards the end of a fight is kind of the deal here, right? You got God Goku, he's stacking, he's doing everything he can. Then you launch that active, do some big damage, either A, finish off the enemy with it, or B, this guy around for like 2 turns or 2 rotations of him, and that's it. And then you want the fight to be over because after that, he's gonna start to burn out. When attacking, he gets additional 259% attack and 159% defense. Yeah, okay, so there you go. More defense once he attacks, so help him after his attacking turn, right? That way, in case he gets hit, he'll have a little bit more oomph to him. When there's a Realm of Gods enemy or another Realm of Gods category ally attacking in the same turn, 1 time only, he's going to recover 59% HP and get 30% damage reduction within the turn if HP is 50% or less at the start of turn. Okay, so basically, if you're fighting your Rumble God's enemy or however Rumble God's ally attacking the same turn, if your HP is below 50% or less, yeah, it's 50% or less at the start of the turn, you'll recover 59% HP and have 30% damage reduction, which is good in case A, this dodge fails, or B, maybe the defense was enough if he gets supered right after his turn. You know, we could see this kind of play into effect here. I think he looks very good. Again, like, a bulk of the work is going to be done by this character here. You want this guy doing as much as possible to really just juice up this guy for the couple turns that he's going to be around. And that's really it. So, yeah, I mean, he looks like a very good EZA. I am very excited for this guy. I think a lot of people are very excited for this guy. A well-deserved EZA finally coming. I think a lot of people have just been itching for this dude to get here. So, glad we finally got him. Hopefully, Global Dokkan kind of gets their butt in gear with all the translations and everything, so we can see the official translations for this guy, as well as some other stuff that has actually dropped as well. So we will cover that stuff as well, don't you worry. But as for right now, that's gonna do it for this video. So if you guys did stick around to the end, I do appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with me. Let me know what you guys think of the EZA details here for the Super Saiyan God Goku finally coming to Dokkan here. About time, man. I mean, this is one of those ones, like I said, people have been dying for this EZA, people have been itching for this EZA, and now with this Battle of Gods styled celebration, we were all very much hoping that this guy would be here, and it seems like that kind of paid off, because here he is, he's coming, and he looks to be pretty good. Now, I imagine they did download probably tonight, right? Because I think a new content drop is supposed to be tomorrow. So we'll kind of see what's going on with this guy, and when he actually drops, hopefully not too long from now, right? I know they need to spread the content out a little bit for the rest of this celebration, but hopefully it's not too much to where this guy gets pushed back even further. I guess we'll see. Like, subscribe, do the thing, and I'll see you guys next time.
See you.